final hour here of week 29 of RollPlay. Guys, we've hit a dead end with this trail. I don't know where to go anymore to find information about Maury Povich.
His name's not Povich, damn it.
Neal, the stats will say it so.
I can't name anything properly, can I?
You named Raekwon very properly, I think.
Someone in chat named Raekwon.
Neal, I thought your name of Dandelions was not bad.
Dandelions was pretty good.
Shades. The name is Shades.
I also like the Swift Swallow. That's good too.
You're best at naming bars. That's your forte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can name a good bar.
Like the Leaky Tit. That was a good one.
Did I name a bar the Leaky Tit?
I think
You
you might
did.
have.
You did.
Sounds familiar.
I feel like you may have allowed us to peer pressure you into naming a bar Leaky Tit.
Yeah.
That sounds more close to reality.
Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, I come out to the party. I'm pretty upset. And basically say, like, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't have any other ideas. What do you guys think? Do you have any ideas?
We could go to the guy's city where he was born at.
No. Okay.
It's like 6 months of travel, Abigail.
A lot of times when the DM says things like, "It'll take you fucking forever to get there," you gotta read between the lines.
Yeah.
All right, but that being
Can be
said,
done
Neal, we do
feasibly.
start heading in that direction. Like I do actually agree with Abigail. We'll just do that for the next hour.
Just travel south.
You guys all hunker down in a bar, just, to discuss what's going on. The night falls and you're having some apple juice, having some ale, having some wine, whatever.
Flirting with Brigger.
Flirting with Breger, discussing that we don't know where these things are, how are we going to get here, flirt with Lisa, whatnot.
Got a roll for that?
No, not yet, not yet.
Oh.
When all of a sudden there is a light outside, an unusual, like a pale light that kind of just, it doesn't brighten things to daylight, but everything is briefly illuminated or lightly illuminated. And people kind of step outside, and then there's large gasps coming from the people that come outside. So I'm going to impose some actions on you here. You guys walk outside to take a look, if that's okay.
Whoa,
Yep.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take our drinks, though, with us.
All right, a dragon kills you all. No, you step outside, and to the north, you see a pillar of light that stretches from the horizon all the way to the stars.
Okay.
So
The
we're
movie
talking...
theater is opened up.
We're talking like Neetha type direction. Do we have any idea what town it would be, or is it in the town? Is it in the hills? Is it mountains?
Somewhere to the north, way far to the north. Like, you couldn't, like, even if there wasn't a forest in your way, it looks really far. Like, at this it's only a small beam of light, but you get the impression it's pretty far to the north.
And
Okay.
we are in Finbark right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with drink in hand, I walk over to the townspeople who are staring at this, and I kind of hit them with the glass or whatever I have.
All right, what do you think we're looking at here?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's that? Is that normal?
No.
Any
Like
idea?
vanishes.
Any idea what that is?
Light goes out, and everyone just turns to one another and starts chattering immediately about it. No one has any idea what the hell this is, or what the hell's going on.
Do we see any wizards about? Or do I? Can I roll for that? Or are you gonna roll for it?
Yeah, there's actually a wizard who was at the bar that came outside to, yeah.
But he's drunk
Good
as
roll.
shit.
I walk over to him, and once again with my cup, kind of tap him like, "Hey, you know what that was, Mr. Wizard?"
This is fucking light over there.
I have no fucking idea, dude.
Oh, he's stoned.
Are you a little bit stoned, sir?
Dude.
He kind of looks back and forth nervously and says, I don't know, are you stoned?
I could be, if you know what I'm saying. And then this turns
I think I
into
know
a
what you're
smoking
saying.
montage.
You know what you're saying.
But I'm just like, any idea what that could be? I mean, you're a magical folk, it looks like.
Dude, I don't even know. It's a fucking pillar of light, man. Shit's intense. Dude, where'd it come from?
North,
made it?
apparently. I don't know.
How far do you
Double
think that is,
rainbow.
friend? We
What'd you
are.
say, dude?
How far abouts would you think that is?
I don't know. Palanthas, maybe?
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It's gone now. It's dark again. Do you know what that means?
That it's gone?
What does it mean?
God, we find the most useless fucking wizards. I swear.
Well, as you guys correctly guessed, he is stoned out of his fucking mind because that's what wizards do with their time off.
Nice.
They don't drink. Well, some of them do.
Whoa, that's
At
a
least in this
full
town.
beam of... So I tell him, oh, that's a full beam of light all the way across the sky.
Yeah.
I say, ha! You're a funny wizard, friend, and I kind of hit him on the back of the leg and walk off. I say, wizard said it was Palanthas. He was a little bit inebriated, but perhaps we can make it up there. Have you guys ever been to Palanthas? I've never been.
You've been to Palanthas, dude.
Not as Azrael.
Yeah, you have.
I have?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have, man.
Yeah.
What'd I do there?
You tried to figure out stuff about the Green Dragon. You went to a library. Abigail tried to learn to read.
That was in Fellwood.
Nope. And Vincent sold a mace to a lord and had dinner there with
Was that Palanthas?
Lisa. That was Palanthas.
All right. Well, anyways, I say let's
That's when I
fucking go to
critted the
Palanthas.
shit out of a date and it mattered to nothing. Amounted to nothing.
Whoa! It didn't amount to nothing. You got a kiss.
I think you know it amounted to nothing, Neil.
Pretty sick loot you got going there, Neil. Was that a rabbit bunny I chopped down over there? The boss rabbit bunny?
You know what? Actually, speaking of Lisa, ever since the night between Wigglewood and Valthrog, she has been more quiet and more serious and less talkative and less receptive to your advances. She's kind of,
but more receptive to
withdrawn.
my advances because I saved the party, right?
Have you been advancing upon her?
Yeah, but I'm short. She wouldn't notice it.
Then she is no more receptive.
Okay. All right, we're fucking just wasting time here. I tell the party, let's go to Palanthas. It seems like a good lead. It's north.
Okay.
We got to figure out what that light was.
I agree. I think along the way we can stop at certain cities and see if they saw the same thing and guide us in the right direction.
Okay.
I agree.
And off we shall go.
What places do you stop to ask about things, or just every place?
We stop in the High Claris Tower, for sure.
That looks like a good spot.
And I think
One.
that's it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 days till the High Claris Tower. And after a week of travel, you get there. And the High Claris Tower says, no, it was far to the north still. It was not Palanthas. It was actually a little bit more eastward than Palanthas is.
I say, like, Valesburg?
Potentially, yes.
Oh, god damn it.
Like, I... Say, all right, thank you for the info.
Where the dead-end sword may or may not be, depending on whether or not... No, it's okay. Yep, alright, so... Friends, we should go to Valesburg. All right.
Okay.
You know what? I say, I turn the party on, I'm like, I'm tired of this fucking walking. And I snap and a portal opens in front of me to Valesburg and I walk through it.
Can you open a portal all the way to Valesburg?
There's no distance involved. I can fold the universe however I want.
That would have been really fucking useful to be doing.
from the start.
Let me just take a look at this so I can make sure that any unintended side effects.
It might be an alternate universe. I might age. I think you have to roll for that. I might age.
Casting can be explained as.
I don't
Many
know. If,
philosophers known to time simply another dimension. Behavior spell supports this thesis. Unless the priest is extremely familiar with the destination, there's a
I'm extremely
significant chance that
familiar
the
with
creature
it.
passing through the dimensional folding gate will suffer instantaneous aging. Theorists believe this is a kind of slippage that caused what teleporting was blah 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 blah. Time dimension. Chance of instantaneous aging occurs depends on how familiar the priest is with the destination. And there's a table for it.
I'm about a 10 on a 1 to 10.
How familiar are you with Valesburg, Azrael? How many times have you been through there?
I know once. I think only once. No, because we went there before when the party met with Dalamar through the portal that Horus made. So twice, I think.
Okay. And where in... I mean, I guess you're going to pick the most... Do you pick the most familiar location? Or like a location that would be less conspicuous? Because your most familiar location is like inside of a tavern.
It's inside the wizard shop you robbed.
I would think that it's inside the tavern, the room that I stayed in. I would be very familiar with that room. So that's where I want to put it.
You're going to dimensionally fold yourself there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Could
double
be
check.
an occupant in the room.
There could
Oh,
be.
hi there.
Hello.
Mhm.
You stumble upon two 70-year-old dwarves having sex.
Intercourse.
It's like child
goody.
pornography, Ryan. You need to watch out with those comments, man. It's a young dwarf.
Okay. So he snaps his finger, boom, portal opens, and Azrael walks right on through. Rest of the party?
Neil, I just want it to be noted that if I was not annoyed with the amount of travel and lackluster things happening today, because actually, outside of the dream, nothing has happened today,
That's true.
I would not walk through the portal and be like, I totally do no portals, but I'm bored as shit, so I walk right through it.
Thank you. Your comments are duly noted. Everyone else?
I wait for Gregor to go first.
Lisa walks in.
I walk in.
I walk in.
As Jen walks in, I say, guys, it only is open for so long, and it closes right in front of
It's open for a full round. That took less than a minute.
Yeah.
You guys all walk through. No one
Okay.
ages. It's
But even if it did close on us, we've learned that portals are harmless, so you just bounce back out and have to
Yeah,
open
it's
another
true.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to know.
Yeah, but you guys would have been separated by a great distance. On the other side, you are in an inn room. It is completely empty, and now there are 5 of you in there.
All right, we walk down. I walk out, walk downstairs.
It is my duty to note you that you are once again horseless.
Aww.
Just like, fuck, you didn't bring the horses? No, hold on, Neil. Neil, we got to go back. If I snap my fingers, I'm on a horse because we're traveling. So I walk through this portal on a horse. So now we're 5 of us with 5 horses inside of an inn room, no?
Whoa. No, you only got dimensional folding once.
What? Yeah, I know, but I was on a horse.
He's saying
when I
we never
snapped.
clarified we got off our
We
horse.
never got off our horses. We're inside of this inn.
No,
with
because you
horses.
guys were outside looking at the light because you were just in the inn, right? You were in the inn, and then you went outside.
Then we
look
headed
at
to
the light,
Palanthas.
And you headed to Palanthas.
Yeah.
Sorry. Woo. And you were talking to the guy, and the guy was like, blah blah
Right.
blah.
We were in the
blah.
High Clearest Tower.
Yeah.
We talked to the guy and we started traveling. And
Talking to him on horseback.
Yeah.
I imagined you guys on foot, but in theory you could have been on horseback.
can we roll for it?
Well, we were on horses.
All right.
Except for
you
Abigail,
guys
her
have
death.
your horses. There are
4
4
horses.
or 3
In the
horses
room.
and a pony in this room.
It's like...
So I get off my horse and I'm like, there. I'll be right back. And I walk downstairs to the innkeeper and I'm like, hello, sir. And I assume he remembers me.
No, it's been like a month and a half.
Okay. I'm like, hello, sir. I'd like to get 4 rooms here for the night, and I need help with a unique problem.
Yes, sir.
We've got some horses, and somehow they ended up
Wait, I'm
in...
sorry. Hold on. No, wait. We got to take like 5 steps back. Sorry.
Okay.
You walk down to see the innkeeper.
Yeah.
The inn is empty.
Oh.
There's no innkeeper. Sorry.
Well,
Oh,
let's-
okay. I'm like,
Then
guys...
who did he tell about the horses, Neil?
I'm like, guys, let's sneak the horses out of here so we don't get in trouble.
All right, so we're gonna.
I
sneak
ride
up.
the horse down the stairs.
So this horse just comes down and fucking just starts falling down the stairs with Vincent on it.
And I'm in full battle dress and shit, and I'm just
All right.
easy
you guys-
there, girl, easy there.
You get your horses down the stairs eventually. Not a problem. Just kind of, tricky.
Yeah.
The inn is completely empty.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we go outside to put the horses wherever the horses go.
You step outside, and there's nobody in earshot, and the town is dead silent.
If we look to the center towards the tower, is there anything going on?
No.
Neil, upon seeing this, I pull out a pin and I drop it.
You hear it on the ground.
Oh my god. Guys, it's so quiet you could hear a pin drop.
I grab some chalk and I'm like, Jeff, you were born for this. A penis needs to go on this town.
So I say I want to remind you guys that Dalamar did warn us that unless he contacted us, that we were not to contact him.
So let's not go see him.
Some serious shit is obviously going down in this town, so we need to be very careful about our next move.
I wonder if all the weapons are still in the shops.
Yeah, we could go
I
look.
feel like you could go past a wonder if you wanted to.
We could go look.
I'm gonna go look in a shop to see if this gear is still there.
All right.
Okay, so the first shop that you
Town
walk
looting.
into is a
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
linen shop. There's a bunch of clothing and stuff.
I
And
don't
it's,
look for the linen shop.
it's the first thing that you just like, it's the door right next to you. You
Okay,
open it,
okay.
and like everything seems to be in place. There's some stuff knocked over as if someone left in a haste, but many possessions are still around.
Let's go to the awesome magical shop then.
I'm with Abigail.
Let's go.
I'm following her around for once.
So
We
am I.
might get some sweet stuff.
Okay.
And
so you guys
Azriel
walk-
is as he is too.
Azriel and Lisa
The
follow. So
potion shop as well.
Lisa says something along the lines of, "Isn't it wrong to be stealing from people?"
Well,
We're
How can it be
people.
wrong when it feels so right?
I don't know if I condone this sort of behavior.
it's fine. Just stay outside. We'll make sure everything's okay.
No, but seriously, these are people's belongings. How can you just take them?
I just keep walking.
Well, Lisa, if the town is abandoned and if everyone is gone, then we're not stealing it from anyone. We're arming ourselves against the coming storm.
And I say, Lisa, the last time we fought, you didn't fare so well, so this might actually help you out.
If there's a person in there, Lisa, or if we find the owners, we can return it.
She begrudgingly comes with you.
Perfect.
And we get a shit ton of potions.
So you walk into an alchemist shop, and it is abandoned.
And there's a shit ton of potions.
Well, I mean, they're behind the counter, but there are a great many
Okay,
potions.
so I use the tech traps first.
On what?
On
Just in the air.
behind the counter.
Just in the
like
air.
on just like the space behind the counter, like.
On where the potions are.
Okay. They are sitting on a shelf, and yeah, they're all right there. And you just walk up to them and start taking them.
Yep. I did
Neil, I
that.
grab a couple potions that would help me against poison, so poison immunity or whatever.
Okay.
Let's just throw everything into the bag
Yeah.
of holding,
Yeah.
and we can just get a list.
I open it and Gregor's like shoving that shit in.
I'm looking outside while all this is happening.
Okay, so you guys just take all the potions.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I'd
then we're
personally,
gonna
Neil,
go
take a
to-
couple of poison ones.
Okay. There are only 2 neutralized poison potions. Vincent grabs both of them.
Are there any potions of invisibility?
I take this one that's labeled Viagra as well. It looks.
It just has a giant V on it.
If there's one called the love potion, if there's one, I'm taking it. For
There's
sure.
not. There is 1 potion of extra healing, 8 potions of healing, 1 potion of water breathing, 1 potion of fire resistance, 10 potions of swimming, and a potion of speaking with fish.
Nice.
I take the potion of speaking with fish.
Okay. I'm glad
This
we
is gonna be
clarified
fun.
that.
Let's go to the armor shop and weapon.
Yeah, we're just marching through the town, fucking excited as shit, to the tune that
Like-
Abigail was humming earlier. Vincent's even
Oh,
humming
wait.
along.
Is there like a place where they would keep their cash, like the register?
You mean like a bank?
Yeah. No, but like in the shop, like some kind of register.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look there.
There is no money in it.
Aww.
The trap goes off and you die.
So let's go to the armor shop. The magical enchanted one.
Okay. As you're walking there, you hear a screeching coming from the sky. And 3 winged creatures circle about and start to land, or start to come in for a landing nearby.
Before anyone acts,
Are
let
they
me read
dragons?
They are not dragons, although they are quite large. From tip of the head to tip of the tail, they're about 35 feet long. They stand on 2 legs. No, like their arms are just their wings. These are wyverns you are seeing. They land.
Which are reptilian, by the way.
They are reptilian-ish, yes. They land in a triangle about you, the 3 of you, before you can get to a weapon shop.
All right, before
They're just
anything.
gonna screech at you without it making an aggressive move.
Oh, really? So they're not. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they're just kind of.
Are you making us roll for initiative?
If you would like to engage in combat, then please.
I
mean,
approached-
they're not attacking, is my point.
Because
Yeah.
Neil, they landed,
They did.
and they're not even like, "We shall commence attacking it." They're just like standing there.
They land like 15 feet away from you, 20 feet away from you, in 3
Okay.
different directions, and then just kind of like standing around you.
So
I
in
definitely unsheath my sword, but I say then, identify yourselves and state your purpose.
They just screech at you.
Well, I guess we could keep walking towards the weapon shop.
Rhaegor reaches out like first contact and starts to walk towards them.
Are these animals, Neil?
Oh shit!
Yes, they are animals, but they are. Well, hold on. I guess they're not technically magical animals. They are. They are animals.
I'm like, Breger, you're up.
Okay,
your
whichever
thing.
whichever one appears to be the leader of this little group,
The cutest.
I attempt to use my empathy upon said animal.
He's got a roll for that, or?
So as you approach it to try and start to empathize with it, it shrieks and lashes out with its tail, not like actually in a "I'm going to kill you," but in a threatening like "Watch out, motherfucker."
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that on its tail is a stinger, almost like a scorpion stinger, and kind of nearby. And then you hear a slurred voice from afar saying, "Welcome, friends, to my town." As you see Uncle Oris striding towards you from the center of town. Striding towards you from the
Not
center.
really striding so much as
Hobbling?
hobble waddle. A hobble.
Hobble
Yeah.
waddle?
Yeah.
He hobble waddles towards you.
Azrael's excited to see someone his height, so he runs over towards. Well, actually, no, because Oris is of that fucking scary god. So I do not care for him at all. Never mind.
He walks towards you and says, "Welcome, my friends."
Oris,
What I've
what
done
have you done with all of the people?
They were weak.
Oris, you're a tiny midget man. What do you mean they were weak? Where did they go?
The people were all weak. Dalamar was weak. I have gotten rid of them and rid of him. and soon the whole land will be mine.
What? You got rid of Dalamar? You killed him?
There was some help.
From who?
Oh shit.
He's
I'm
texting
so
right now.
lost.
Hang on, he's texting his friend.
Dalamar lags for a moment, or Uncle Oris lags. He buffers. You guys haven't switched away from real
Right.
player. Real player. God, stop lagging.
What are you trying to do?
I'm looking up a name.
Oh.
Varashi has helped me. Varashi is the god of death and destruction.
Okay.
Dalamar tried to reach too far. And in his reaching, he fumbled. And now Varashi walks with me. And Dalamar is no more.
Is he who follows? Is it he who follows? It's a Harry Dresden reference, remember?
Yeah.
I
I asked, are you the vessel of Varathi?
Soon. Not yet, but soon. And the dragons will be mine.
say, Dalamar, you were supposed to bring balance to the force, not ruin it.
I say, where are the wizards, or where is the wizard's corpse and everyone else in this town? Are they simply vanished?
Who cares about these puny mortals?
I say, Oris, are we puny?
Says the midget Azro. Are we puny to you as well?
Yeah. That's actually
You
what
have
the-
been good
This
to
little
me.
pony like fidgets
What?
nervously.
What did he say?
You have been good to me. I will give you just one chance to flee. But next time I see you,
Can I? Do
I
you
will
mind if
kill
we?
you.
Do we mind if we go
Can we
loot
stop in
this
that shop? real
Interrupts
quick?
him. Hey, excuse me, sorry. Do you have a magical bow for sale?
Did you happen to have any enchanted weapons?
Oh, God.
What were you gonna say though, Gregor?
Oris, what do you mean? Is your goal, is your aim to take over the world as we know it?
You were always the simple one of the group.
He knows us well.
I give it a
It's time
glance over to
long ago I
Abigail
loved
and
that
like,
simplicity.
I'm like,
Now
yes,
just
he
to
is that one.
irritate me.
He is the one.
He is the one, yeah.
God damn, he knows everything. Is there no hope? All right, Morris. We'll leave this town. But you bring me great sadness, friend. You were once a truly wonderful, jovial, if not a little bit overweight, man of the healing cloth.
And I was sad, and alone, and weak.
Oris, you brought hope and health to those that needed it. Now you seem to cynically destroy everything. Although the Dalamar thing was a pretty good move on your part. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Congrats.
The rest doesn't seem great.
You should go before I change my mind.
All right, Oris. Slurp on, friend. Slurp. Slurp on.
So as we leave, I look at the weapon shop, and a single tear drops.
As we're walking away, I'm like, you know, if I was the vessel of a god, I'd at least try to cure my speech impediment. But I just keep walking.
Yeah, we just kind of ride out of town then, Neil.
Okay. In which direction do you ride?
Good question. I would say...
You're riding north.
You think so?
Yeah, because I need to talk to my god.
is that in the falls? Or where is your god at?
Where's your god?
I just need some...
Well, let's plan this gently, because north is kind of a one path that would...
We can go wherever you guys want. There's no particular place.
Let's go to Why are things yellow, by the way, Neil, on the map? What is that?
Military,
Yellow
right?
means they are ruins.
Hmm.
Like Willowbrook is a ruin. Well, it might actually be a normal town by now.
Yeah, we haven't revisited Willowbrook in like a year.
Let's
Yeah.
say we go in the direction of High Top, because our purpose is to find the next town and ask what the hell happened to Valesburg. Like the major town.
Red
right?
red means like more major of a city,
It
right?
means military.
Yeah, it
Red
means
means
military.
military encampment. The size correlates to the size
All
of
right,
the city.
then. I mean, I guess we stop at Tarnwood, but we head in that direction, and there's
Okay.
bigger towns there.
Tarnwood is leveled.
It's just leveled.
It's just leveled. There are a few bodies left in the streets. There's a lot of footprints. There looks like there was actually a battle here.
Are there footprints leading out of the town that a ranger could track?
A blind man could track them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's track
you
them.
Neil, we're riding
see-
through this town much like the scene from Willow, where the small people are attacked by that army and the wolves
Haven't
at the
seen-
beginning. You haven't seen the movie Willow?
No, in fact, I haven't even heard Willow.
Are you fucking shitting
What the
me?
fuck is wrong with you, Neil?
How are
Guess
you
I'm
a
doing with
fucking
my evening.
dungeon
This
master?
is our DM? He hasn't seen the movie Willow?
What the hell's Willow?
Jen and Breger haven't seen it. Jen, have you seen Willow?
Oh,
Leave me
Breger,
alone.
do you know what
Look,
Willow
oh my
is?
God.
Look, the old movie with the little midget in it it's pretty old, man. Like I can give him
It's
a
a
pass for not having
classic.
seen. It is, but it's old though.
He wasn't a midget. He was just a little
JP,
person.
we are
I've seen it.
surrounded
I've
by
seen it.
fools.
I've seen it, but I'm giving him a pass for not having seen it.
All right, I
I'm
was
too
when the
young.
movie came out. All right.
Too young to have seen it.
You guys have until next week to see that movie before we kill Abigail and Neil. And him.
Lisa's dying.
Yeah,
Oris, that bitch is dead. They're all dead.
What do you know? The dragon's bane fell from the sky to be
Oh,
joined up
God.
with the full dragon armor.
Okay. So we're in Thornwood. Does the trail lead to High Top?
Yes, the road leads to High Top.
Let's journey onward to High
By
Top.
the way, Neil, do we see these tracks coming from Valesburg to Tarnwood, where the battle ensued? Like,
You did see many tracks that came from Valesburg. Yes.
okay, so we can assume that the troops, at least one side of the forces, came from Valesburg.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we approach High Top.
Okay. You approach High Top the next day, and you see that High Top's walls have been smashed. It's the village surrounding it put to flame, and most of High Top is destroyed. Some of it still remains, but it's
Bodies everywhere and stuff. too.
bodies everywhere. It is a destroyed town as well.
It's not yellow, Neil.
So the bodies have hit the floor here,
Bodies, many bodies have hit the floor.
and they were allowed to do that. They were.
How could you let them do that?
You know, sometimes you roll a 1.
Breger knows. Trust me. Let's.
We're getting a little bit more scared. There's not a whole lot of chatter between us because we're just kind of witnessing this carnage that came out from Valesburg. So we just kind of, it's an accursed place as far as we're concerned, and we move on to Thandar then, or Chandar, as I'd say.
Chandar, okay.
Are there still like the trails of an army leading to Chandar, or footsteps?
Yeah. As you, I mean, from High Top, you can see there's a bunch of smoke from ahead of you. Looks like a lot of campfires. They're spread out too broad to be all of Chandar aflame. But there looks like there's many campfires in front of you.
Okay. I tell the party, guys, I need a night. I must talk with Quantarius about this. It is not normal for a god to intervene on this mortal world, so I need to talk with my god and make sure that everything's good and well. So if you can give me a night, that would be great. It looks like there's people camped in front of us as well, so I'm not sure we want to just bust into that.
So say we all.
Okay.
All right, so you guys rest that night outside of High Top.
So I go off and kind of away from the party and basically set up a little shrine of Quantarius. I take my symbol, put it on the ground, light some incense, get in the mood, and basically start kind of reciting the prayers and say, after I recite all the prayers, I'm basically like, Quantarius, it is I, Azrael Gold Oath, your vessel, I must speak with you.
A
What do you wish
shimmering,
to know?
robed, Jesus-like man walks forward.
You hear a voice in your head saying, "These days are dark and troubled. The
Dark.
balance has been upset."
That is exactly why I'm contacting you. Horus, a priest of, and what was the god's name?
Verasi?
Verasi. I say, Horus, a priest of Verasi, has become the vessel for Verasi. Is it your will to restore balance to this world?
As it is always.
In your realm, is Verasi planning any attack on this mortal world? Can you tell me any information?
Hold on. You must bring balance where there is imbalance. Time is short.
I
Verasi comes.
say, Quantarius, I understand this and I seek balance just as you do. How must I restore it? Is it your wish that I kill Horus?
You feel the presence of your god has left you.
Okay. A tear runs down my cheek and I ask the same question. I say, it is now in my most dire need that you leave me, Quantarius.
Azrael looks towards the sky and says, "What am I fighting for?"
I don't hear anything?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. So I blow out the candles, grab the symbol, put it back around my neck, kind of tear down the shrine, kick some dirt over it, and go back to the party and inform them that I've spoken with the god Quantarius, and Verasi will soon be on this mortal plane. Very soon. We are in deep shit.
So you mean you can't speak with the gods?
It is possible. Yes, I am.
Are you sure you're okay?
I am definitely okay. Turn your webcams back on. I say, at a very early, or I say when I was born, Quantarius made me his vessel and has been with me since then. And I have spoken with him many times. It is how I have all of my powers and many more yet to come.
I say in Elvish, I think he's delusional, Brigger.
No, well, I wanted to say when Azrael goes to do that, I go into High Top to loot items and potions.
Okay.
I would have followed Brigger if I saw him.
So the
'Cause
two of
I've
you
been-
go off into High Top. Vincent and Lisa are left alone for a moment while Azrael prays. You guys go into High Top and start looking around. You find a lot of corpses, but it looks like most things have been picked clean. You go through houses. Houses have been completely ransacked. Everything's missing, even the food. Like, this place has been raped, burned, and pillaged. Like, there's...
Except for 1+3 bow.
It's hanging on the counter still.
Unfortunately. I mean, how long do you spend?
I mean, pretty good amount of time.
Hour, 2 hours, 5 hours a day?
5 hours.
Energy.
And meanwhile, I'm chatting.
That's right. We're now sponsored by 5 Hour Energy, guys.
5 hour
Yeah.
energy is not good.
They're not the best. Now, if there were some monsters in the town, would they perhaps run into them, or?
We spent a monster amount of time.
There you go.
Looking for this item.
Well, you're going to need to stay up late to do that. How do you plan on
Yeah.
staying up late?
Some sort of ancient energy drink could perhaps fuel us.
Maybe you'll find a Red Bull in there. You never know what type of monsters
my
could be
joke!
found.
Oh.
You might even find a rock star. Who knows,
Only
guys?
an idiot would have one of those.
Oh, shit.
No, after 5 hours of searching and looting, I mean, it's dark. It's a 5 hour. You got night vision. You're an elf.
Ah,
You and Abigail search the place and find nothing.
Oh my god.
I mean, nothing worthwhile.
yeah.
There's like, you come across some cheese, a stale loaf of bread, a knife here or there, but nothing.
I take the cheese.
You take the cheese.
I love cheese.
Okay, it's actually like a cheese wheel about this big.
Okay.
Oh, pretty sick.
I'm like a Skyrim hoarder right now. Okay.
So I'm gonna use this time to speak with Gregor a little bit, trying to get to know him still.
I'm very frustrated, by the way, at not finding anything worthwhile.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, man.
I mean, what do you define as worthwhile?
Something more valuable than cheese, like potions or items.
There's
Or
lots
gold.
of items, but there's nothing like anything that's of value has been sacked by the army that has came through the town.
Yeah.
And there's a
Gregor,
lot. Then there are.
I was hoping it was like one of those armies that only
Look,
care about
let me
death and
translate.
destruction,
Let
and
me
they don't
translate
care
the
about
Bregarnese
looting.
here, Neil. He's looking for
Translate.
some rope. All right.
Yeah. Where the rope at? Is what I
Sorry, I didn't understand. Yeah, you find some rope.
Perfect.
And it's where
You
the people are
legitimately
hanging.
find rope if you want it.
All right.
Dude, imagine if we got time to loot that store, that magical item store. Oh.
You know. All right. Well, I take the +1 cheese and we leave. Back to
It's cheesier than the others.
We split the +1 cheese.
Make a perception check, Gregor.
Okay. Hold on.
Whoops.
29.
Pretty good.
You notice that there are 12 strange dog-like creatures carved into the cheese.
Okay.
Special cheese, huh?
It
That's
really
a
is.
full joke for the rest of you guys. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Sorry.
It's all right.
13 dogs.
12 dog-like creatures, zerglings. Never mind.
Oh,
Made sense in
wow.
Oh, no. Okay. I got it.
I think 6 would have forced the joke a little more, maybe.
But you don't. You make 12. Oh no, you don't. No, you would have 6.
If you would
Yeah.
have said like you noticed
Fuck,
a
I am so
pool-
bad at.
a pool of 6.
Yeah, I'm bad, and I
It
should be.
didn't work
I
out
should be
so well.
saved. I'm terrible. I got my numbers all mixed up. I thought you had 6 larvae. You only have 3.
You see bit by bit written on the side of the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the worst.
So we head back to camp with cheese.
Yeah. Okay. You get there last. Vincent, is there anything you wish to do while you're alone with Lisa?
No, I'm actually pretty quiet, and I'm very just disturbed and concerned about what's going on, because we've always felt bad about Uncle Oris, but now it's like come to fruition that we have started a great evil.
Okay.
We created
Azrael,
a monster.
you eventually come back and you find Vincent and Lisa, and you say to them, "You've communed with your god." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just like, Verossi is not a god to be fucked with, Vincent. We need to slay Oris or stop him somehow before she comes into this world, or it will mean entire world annihilation.
I hear you. We, here's what I need, friend. We can see that this destruction has gone a great way here. I need you to familiarize yourself with where we're at right now. And there is a dragon that owes us a favor. I think that dragon should help us. And then we can turn back around and see what we can do about Uncle Oris.
I say, are you asking me to use portals?
I'm asking you to use a portal to get near a dragon again. Yes, but safely, please.
Of course, it will take at least 2 days. One to get there, one to get back. I can't do it that quickly, so time will be spared.
Understood.
All right, we should wait for the 2 elves to get back, and then we'll go converse with the brass dragon.
Okay. Eventually, the two elves get back.
Okay, I relay the same info to them. Tell them Vincent's plan. Say, are you guys ready now? Should we wait?
I'm ready.
I am ready.
Neil, have we had time to rest? I don't think. We just-
Yeah, because you had to sleep. No. Actually, this is the first day. Sorry, Tarnwood, you got to in the same day as High Top. So this is the same day that you TP'd into Valesburg.
Okay.
Actually, that's
Whatever.
not possible. Because yeah, that's possible. It's possible.
Quantarius didn't, when he said for me to go on this mission, he didn't return my spells, did he, for the day?
No.
Okay. I gotta go sleep, guys. We'll do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's nighttime now anyway.
Yeah. Let's make camp here. Make sure to put the fire out when you go to sleep. I don't want the camps below us to know that we're here, and then we can leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Night passes uneventfully.
All right, so I guess we wake up, get off the horses, tie them to a... Actually, no, we can just take the horses with us. Never mind. I just snap my fingers, portal opens, I walk through it.
Where's the portal opening to?
Let me take a look at the map. We are very familiar
Didn't you
with...
say it's the last place we talked to the dragon, which is we didn't really specify. We just kind of walked towards where it said it would find us.
I would say Redwood Reach. Is that where we talked to the red-robed wizard? No, that was Riverwatch.
There's a lot of red rope wizards in this world.
Yeah, I know.
No, we're looking for the dragon. It was something like either Desert Oasis or Black Mill or something.
Let's say Black Mill, because that is where we hired the guide to go into the desert. So we stayed there for a good while. So that's where I want the portal to be.
Okay, you TP into Blackmill. Successfully. With no
one
aging.
No ages?
Whoop,
Okay.
whoop, whoop. You guys are now in Blackmill.
Okay.
Like next morning. No, early, almost afternoon. It's like 11.
Whoops. So I immediately look up to the sky. Is there a dragon flying around?
No.
I say, should we go into the desert and look for the brass dragon? He doesn't seem to be here.
Let's do it.
Meanwhile, people are staring at you guys in the streets because you literally just appeared out of thin air.
Yeah, and
I
snap.
ignore.
I snap my fingers and the portal closes behind me.
Yeah.
And we just ride on through to the desert looking for the brass dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys enter the desert, and it actually takes you 3 days of traveling before Thraxeldor shows up. And when he does, you see fresh wounds alongside his body. He looks like he's been in a fight.
Are you okay? What happened?
Other dragons have arrived.
Say, so has a god. Barathi has claimed a vessel for this world and will soon be here. We need your help.
I do not know what I can do alone. What do you wish of me?
I kind of
Well,
look
with
at
us,
Vincent.
we're hoping to bring down the vassal that is trying to bring this thing in here. It's Uncle Oris, who is now, what would you call him, a black mage?
A black priest.
Yeah, he's a black priest of
A
sorts.
very, very powerful one.
He
The
killed
company-
Dalamar.
Yeah, I say your friend, I guess our former friend, Dalamar, is apparently dead, and so is the entire town of Valesburg. So that problem's taken care of.
This Oris is also in command of at least 3 wyverns, perhaps more creatures.
Wyverns are a nuisance to the likes of me. I would not fear them.
He said he wants to
You
take...
might, but I would not fear them.
He said he wants to take control of all the dragons.
Wait, did he say that?
Something like that, no? Something about controlling dragons?
I don't remember.
Spawning
That.
dragons? Some... Chat! What did he say about dragons? He did! Ha! Ha ha!
He did say that. Okay.
Boom! So I say that.
Thraxeldor kind of lets out a big dragon sigh, which takes like a minute for him to do, and says, I have seen others. A great blue appeared recently. And he gestures to his side, which is where I've got these scars.
I ask him if there's other dragons that perhaps we could go and find, or he knows that could become our allies, and what seems to be a war brewing.
Or maybe some good mighty wizards.
I have yet to see any other metallic dragons. Although it seems many of us have woken from our slumber.
Look,
I do not know what
Thraxador,
to do.
here's the bottom line. We, from the very beginning, have wanted to end this plight. This plight is coming to fruition right now. And with your fresh wounds on your mind and on your body, hopefully you can see that this situation affects you as well. Individual, we're not very strong. Together, we have a chance, especially if we act now. I don't want to play a guessing game with you. I don't want to play a ask you the right question and you will help us game. I need to know if you have what it takes to help us to save yourself as well as ourselves.
Is it just me or did Jeff cut out?
No, we heard him.
We heard him.
I heard him. He was doing a super speech.
Yeah, I just got pure static when he said all I need to know is, and then it was static for all of you for about 10 seconds.
All right, we're back.
All I said was, after that, is all I need to know from you is, do you have what it takes to contribute to the safety and livelihood of your own self as well as ours in taking down what we know to be the central threat?
Yes, I am willing to stand up to this might, and I fear these dragons and this Oris creature that you call. However, I would not throw my life away for nothing against superior odds.
Nor would we. That's why we're here asking for help.
Did you hear of any... Do you think of anyone who could help us? That we could recruit for this cause?
Not yet. I have just awoken myself a few months ago and have been trying to find information. I think perhaps to the east we can regroup in a little bit more safety, find some allies, and perhaps figure out what to do from there. But here now, I see a small army approaching. I see a great blue and a great green have arisen, and I cannot fight them on my own, and I do not know if you are capable of fighting them with me.
Then let's go to the east.
I ask, where in the east would you have us meet?
I will take you there.
Before we depart, do you require healing?
I can heal myself over time, but if you would like to aid me, I would not say no.
So I walk over and like crack my knuckles, and I guess I just get to roll for a shit ton of HP. So
just roll for a shit ton of HP.
Roll 1d8, or I guess I could do 3d8. So 9. Roll 2d10 plus 2. 17.
Oh!
Okay.
It's like a tiny bit of HP for the dragon.
He smiles and says, "Thank you, Dwarf Lord. I appreciate your tending."
I turn to the party and say, "He said Dwarf Lord."
Neal, what are our HPs at right now? Because we're all kind of full.
No, you've been running around for a month or so. You're up full.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't I have some kind of healing as well?
That's next level, I thought.
Is that next level?
Yeah, that's next level.
Some level you get spells, but you don't get healing spells. You get nature spells.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
I don't remember if it's this level or next level or where it is, but it's soon. It's fast approaching, sir.
Cool.
I think it's ninth.
All right.
All right.
Let's travel, dragon.
You guys hop on the dragon's back, and once again leave your horses behind, and you guys fly off to the east. And I think that's it for today.
All right.
Good.
I do want to show this GIF that Ergoslav just made, the master of GIFs.
Can you post it in chat too?
Yes. because it is quite good.
It's pretty good.
It's Oris killing Dalamar. And then there's Luke Skywalker, aka Vincent, on the ground. Oh god,
Pretty good.
that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, let's do some shout outs here. Jen, why don't you start us off?
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's awesome to see how many people like the show and support the show and all the fan art, including the latest one, which is awesome. Thank you, Ergo, for that. Make sure to follow me at LivinPink SC2 on my Facebook as well and my YouTube. It's just LivinPink. I've been pushing a lot of content on my YouTube, so please do check it out. And make sure to check out Misclick's D&D every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. EDT, where we play D&D with more awesome people and more Neal. And yeah, that's it.
Neal, go ahead and actually, before you do, you've gotten a ton of fan art, and I hope you've seen all of this fan art that's been made this past week or so.
I saw the one with the dice and the...
There's like been 3 or 4 up on my subreddit. I think the Misclicks subreddit has a couple of you as well. So.
Oh, there was a really good one on the subreddit of Misclicks, really insane one with the
good.
six-pack one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
the Greco-Roman god. Yeah.
Yeah. Do some
I
shout
saw
outs
that
now.
one, and I saw one other, but I haven't been poking around other subreddits recently. I'll take a look after this.
Do some shout outs.
Shoutouts. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been upcoming for a while. Glad it today finally happened. If you want to watch cartography tomorrow at 1:30 tomorrow, we will actually be mapping out the region in which they will be landing on the dragon when we see them next time. So that'll be cool. You guys can help name some of those towns if you want.
With rappers.
Aside from that, there's Misclicks on Tuesday, Mafia on Wednesday, Love Bites on Thursday with our guest Jade. We will be doing a Q&A. Yes, I don't think I could keep you from that. And you can always find me on Twitter at Koibu0, or on YouTube at Koibu0, or on Reddit, reddit.r/Koibu, or on Twitch, twitch.tv/Koibu. Or my address in San Francisco. Never mind, it was a joke. Continue without me.
I don't.
I need to get to sleep.
Anyways, Jeff, do some shout outs.
Just always thanks to everyone for tuning in. It's always fun. Moving forward this week, I will be streaming, I believe. And, well, I mean, I will. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the docket. I don't think so. We've got a couple cool projects in the works, and just to give you an idea, one of them is a video inspired by Day 9's Spellslinger show that he did for Magic the Gathering. I want to do one for Warhammer. So I'm working with a pretty cool studio and those guys that I've been tweeting a bunch about to perhaps get that out there. So I know that some of you are remotely interested in Warhammer, so expect kind of a well-produced battle report. We're going to try to get that out. It's on our own time and on our own dime and all that stuff. It's not like a giant money grab plan or anything like that, so don't have too high expectations, but at the same time, we're going to work to make it really cool. Other than that, I'm hosting WCS Season 3 in Europe. I'll be there at October 5th. Making nice clothes right now, all tailored so that I don't look like a scrub in an EG jersey. I was given the okay to not be in an EG jersey, so I'm happy about that. And the Pizza GG stuff is being worked on, so that's something to be put out there. And when I say being worked on, I don't mean like it was and should have been months ago. I mean they're actually coming up with dates. It was supposed to be last week. Then it was supposed to be this week. It's still getting pushed back, but the idea is that in the next couple weeks you'll see the Team Liquid EG swap, and there's actually going to be a fucking League of Legends dance video, or music video rather.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's going to be ridiculous. So see you guys soon.
And I did show off your Warhammer 40k army.
Oh yeah, you show that picture?
Yeah.
That's just a preliminary one. We'll take much nicer ones, but it's being painted right now too, which I'm really excited about. So thank you.
Cool. All right, Ryan, close us out with the shout-outs.
All right, guys, I'll make it short and sweet. Viewers, you guys are awesome. I love you guys for watching every week. And content creators, people who make stuff about roleplay, you guys are super awesome. So thank you for watching and making shit for us. My own personal stuff. Follow me on Twitter at MLGRyan, and I will be streaming directly following this. My stream is twitch.tv/RyuZilla. I'm going to be playing some Hearthstone, so come on by afterwards, and we'll be doing that.
Cool stuff. All right, the VOD for the week 29 part 1 is already live. That will go live every day at 3 o'clock over at youtube.com/itmeJP. Subscribers will get the VOD in full as soon as we go offline. I know that a lot of people have been complaining about the VODs taking forever to load. Unfortunately, that is not on my end. That is on Twitch's end. So feel free to go complain to them because I do it every day. So let me know how that goes. And if you guys get a resolution, let me know. I will tweet it out. You can follow these shows' official RollPlay Twitter at RealRollPlay on Twitter.com. And yeah, are we playing next week? Is everyone good?
This coming weekend, I'm good.
Yeah.
Same time as this, or
We can do it. We can do it like an hour or two later if you guys.
I'd like that.
okay?
I can do any time Sunday that whole day.
How about 1 hour later?
Cool. 2 p.m. EDT. Sure.
Sunday works for me. Yeah.
Neil.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys next
Yeah.
Sunday then. We fucking did it. We planned
We
a
did
show on a
it.
show. It's incredible.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, we're out, guys. Thank you all
All
for
right.
watching. We'll see you next
Peace.
week, 2 o'clock Eastern.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.